really outgrown our old space and location, and this new space for our showroom is going to be phenomenal. As you can see, it's definitely controlled chaos in here. We've sort of got all hands on deck. There's not a whole lot happening over at the shop as far as builds this week because we are really focused on getting ourselves moved and opened up in the new space. Super big day today, guys. We're putting up our Northern Joinery sign on the new showroom. We're just gonna truck along all day until this is done. It should probably take us about an hour and a half or so to get the whole thing complete. Can't wait to show you. Because we are a wood shop, we figured the best way to finish the outside of the building is in solid walnut. We did walnut strapping. We basically ripped 4/4 walnut down and used a walnut ply veneer for the backer. Finished everything with Rubio Monocoat, which is a great exterior product. And then we cut all of our sign out of sign foam and had Matt go up into the spray booth and spray it our flat black color. I think it's gonna look awesome. As you can see, we are almost ready to open. Today is the day before opening day, and who would have thought moving a showroom could be so challenging? I can tell you, I thought moving my house was bad. This has been ridiculous. We have most of the tables in here now, and we're just putting on the finishing touches. One of the tables we really want to focus on this episode is the reef table. So I don't know if you can tell, but I'm beaming from ear to ear. This table weighs in at over 1,000 pounds. It's 12 feet long, 44 inches wide, and it is one heavy mother. This table has been such a pleasure for us to build at our shop, and we've gotten to work for salt of the earth people, Gabby Reese and Laird Hamilton. Gabby is an Olympic volleyball player, actress, model, an entrepreneur, and her husband Laird is one of the greatest surfers of all time. So the power of social media is a really incredible thing. Gabby reached out to me via Instagram after searching for over 2 years to find the right builder for her table. We are really happy that she loved all of our designs, and she really liked the fact that we were not wash, rinse, repeat. Over the course of several months, I sent Gabby and Laird various different designs of the table, different slab selection, and they decided on Mappa Burl. From there, Gabby decided that she really liked the white resin in conjunction with the Mappa Burl. So we came up with this beautiful 112 liters of resin in this 12-foot long Mappa table. From there, we had to incorporate the walnut features in their kitchen, so we decided to make the base out of walnut. This is definitely the coolest base we've ever done. I envisioned Laird surfing a wave, and we came up with the twist. We've deemed both of these the Twisted Sisters. We absolutely love them. Solid walnut, lots of math, lots of sanding, lots of time. They look wicked. We've heard enough from me. Let's hear what Laird and Gabby have to say about the table. I'm sitting at your table.
Crazy.
Let me ask you something.
Sure.
Why haven't you done a table like that before?
I honestly think that every table that we do is unique. So this table's for you. That's why.
You don't think other people are going to want that kind of table?
I think based on, so we opened the showroom on Saturday and I had this in here and all my other tables got virtually zero attention. You know, everybody was like just walking around it looking, asking if they could take pictures of it. It was pretty incredible.
I mean, part I bet some has to do with just the mass. Of course, it just kind of, because of the size, it probably has a tendency to pull people's attention. Just that alone, separate from it's gorgeous.
No, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, the average table that we do is under 8 feet. You know, that's just what fits in most people's homes. So this one, definitely, it's right by the front door. You walk in, you see it right away. Yeah, it's pretty incredible. It's heavy. You guys are going to have a lot of fun with it when you put it together. It's really heavy.
Yeah, so I have been looking for a few years. I've had this table in my mind for a couple of years. And
not this particular one, but
well, yeah. You did it better than I had it in my mind. But I saw something that I wasn't seeing out there. And then I would look at, I mean, literally all these resin table Instagram sites, and I'm not like a Pinterest girl, like I'm busy with work. It's hard for me, but I did.
It was enough on her mind that I was starting to look for builders. I could, you know, surprise her and have somebody make it. And by the time that happened, she already had her line on you. So you once she got a hold of your work.
So I believe I saw one of your black tables, maybe the round one. And
right.
I could tell by the quality of the resin. And then obviously I went into a deeper dive and then obviously saw I would say your greater expertise, which is your craftsmanship. And so I was like, oh, he has both. But then I think, I'll be honest with you, what I really appreciated was that after we spoke and your willingness to take it on, you have the other ability to the level of professionalism of like, okay, here's 12 options, and you considering us in the process versus like, I wanted you to do what you do, but you did that also by considering us and then whipped out all these options about the base and things like that. And so the experience got notched up to an even higher level, because a lot of times, and no offense, I love artists, but sometimes it's hard to find somebody who has both, and we're doing this long distance.
Sure.
So, it's like even more confidence and, anticipation for the process. So for me, I think you do a really good job, and you and your shop of saying, oh, okay, we're making art, but also we're going to give you options to make you feel comfortable, and you share it along the way, the process. So there was no surprises. I never asked you, hey, can I see something? You always sent me things. And so I think for any person that was thinking of doing a custom table, whether they're near or far, you really cover all those bases.
Yeah. Well, and from my perspective, because of artistry and then I think because you're open, your openness and willingness to be like, hey, I want to give you what you want. So I'm going to give you these choices, and then I'm going to implement them, in the way that you know how, being an artist, that I think that's creates another dimension of uniqueness, because you're not just saying, hey, I'm the artist. This is what I like. This is what I do. I'm going to make it how I want it. And you just take it. You're kind of going, okay, hey, I'm the artist, but I'm going to let you influence my art by having suggestions and trying to provide you with something that you want. And I think that collaboration, in a way, I think that's what's going to make it makes this unique. I think that's what makes what you're doing unique, because you are collaborating. There's ways to collaborate where you don't, sometimes if you're trying to please people too much, then you end up giving them what they actually want, but they really don't know what they want, and then they get the wrong thing. So there's a little bit of a chance of like, hey, you know what the material does, you know what the thing does. You're like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna let you do that. And we'll come back into what the medium allows, but your willingness. And I think that collaboration, I mean, just from the result, and I haven't even touched it, but I can see that thing you can feel it. It's got some power in it. And
you don't realize this, but whenever I do a podcast at home, I will be doing it off that table as well.
That's amazing. I can't wait.
Pads underneath the microphones. Come on.
No, it's durable.
Yeah, I know.
No, I always get the biggest compliment when people touch the tables.
You know, they're like, really nothing feels like art tables. You know, they're just phenomenal. They're smooth.
Yeah. But that's what you could see in the picture when I looked at the video of the black table, is sometimes the thing with resin, and I was attracted to resin because of the strength of it, but sometimes it looks sticky, it looks thick, it looks porous. Yours is so smooth. And I think that also was something that really stood out. I think what's interesting about a dining room table or any table is it's a gathering place. And so for me, I was like, that for me is real art, where that you've created a place that is beautiful, but where everyone's going to gather. And as we all know, that there's probably nothing more precious than that. And so that's why I waited to try to do it right. And you've done that. So.
Well, I appreciate that you waited for me. That's awesome. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time.
Aloha. Bye.
Aloha. Bye.
Bye.
It's been a couple of really insane weeks. The reef table's done. The store's done. I can finally breathe. But actually I can't, because you need to keep following along and see all of the incredible, crazy shenanigans we have coming up in the shop. Stay tuned. Thanks for following. Thanks for subscribing.